Hey YouTube, coming at you with an XL team that I just abused to get to 2570. So 12 and 3. Uh, the team, so one of the comments was like, you abuse Lickitung's XL. I'm like, yeah, I walked this thing for 6 months. Of course I'm going to abuse it. It's the number one ranked Pokemon in the league for a reason right now. It is just generally so safe. Um, and then I'm like, okay, if I'm using XL, let's abuse XLs and let's just see how well you can do. So Azumarill on the lead, Lickitung safe swap, Medi in the back, running Ice Beam, Play Rough. So Azumarill should deal with like most flyers. Medi's weak to flyers, but it'll deal with all the steals and stuff. And then Lickitung is a safe swap. Super XL team, do XLs matter? Yes, I remember the fourth video that I wanted to bank, and that was do XLs matter to 2024, and they do. So I'll go over that video, but yes, they matter. This team is very, very bulky, and because of it, you are able to like decide when you want to shield or not shield, and then just kind of work your way through. It gives you more time. It just like gives you more time to think about how you want to play the matchup. So in this lead, with against Skarmory, I always just go to the Hydro Pump because they don't know what you have yet. Like Azumarill, any combo is fine. I like Ice Beam, Play Rough, Hydro Pump, any combo is fine. They eventually get into the Stunfisk, so I'm like, okay, that's fine because I can hit for super effective with these moves. And I'm like, oh yeah, this thing's actually electric, not just like a steel like the other Stunfisk. So I have to throw shield just in case it was discharge. Once I do that, I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna come straight here because I can just tank a bunch of moves and come out with basically 1.5 dynamic punches. So I'll just take these moves. That's fine. I know this thing is spammy. I covered it in my last video of Holiday Cup. So taking the moves, out comes Skarmory, but I am running Dynamic Punch. So this will do good chip, and then I can probably just go Ice Punch here. Fine, I won't go Ice Punch here. They get a Sky Attack. I'm coming Lickitung because it's one of those things where I could just like tank any charge move, and if I get ahead on energy here, Lickitung with Body Slam is pretty, like, it's already in a great position here. And it's an Altaria, and this is why having the Body Slam is already put you in a great position because you're just so far ahead. And these Body Slams do add up, right? It's a nice stab move. I went over it with Vigoroth of like how much these Body Slams do for how little like energy. They try and come in, and now I got a fairy on their dragon. Weezing is whatever. Swampert comes in, so I'm in a kind of a weird situation here because I didn't get out fast enough. Like Medi would be okay because I don't have anything on the Medi to deal with Weezing. But now it's already too late, so now I gotta kind of commit to this matchup knowing that the Lickitung can kind of deal with the Medi. So I need to try and keep alignment. So they end up going Hydro. I doubt that they're going to double shield. And if they do, I'm still going to get to the Ice Beam anyways. They're already at less than 50%. I should probably just go Ice Beam from this range. I don't really think I need to play rough. They end up shielding anyways. I'm like, at this point, I know I'm going to win. Even if they bait here, which I'm pretty sure, yeah, they do bait. They're not going to get to an Earthquake before I get to the Ice Beam. So I know I can just keep alignment. And then out comes a Toxpex. So I immediately switch here because this is actually tough. And this is where just Lickitung is so strong. So I don't have... Medi is just useless because I'm not running Psychic on either of them. So they have a Poison and they have a Fairy. So Medi's basically just drawing dead. It can only throw Ice Punch against Weezing and nothing here. So at this point, I'm almost like, crap, I need this to actually stay in here because I need to chip as much as I can. They throw a Gunk Shot, so interesting moveset. I do chip this low enough, which is nice. And then I'm going to have to try and like combo Azumarill Lickitung as much as I can on the Weezing. So they gave up Switch here, get to a Body Slam. Now I'll get a Azumarill on this to try and get an Ice Beam off. Looks like they were running... because they throw a Brutal Swing. So I'm guessing they were running Brutal Swing Overheat on the lead, which is why they're running Double Water in the back, but they're kind of a weird water typing. Like they're one's poisonous, so it resists like grass. So it's not like a trying to draw out of grass sort of thing. Anyways, they allow me to combo this thing to the ground, and at this point, I can just counter down. So just a bulk coming, like Tongue's bulk, just absolutely dominated that matchup. Dunsparce. So we're both doing 3-turn moves. Again, I'm gonna go up to Hydro. Even though Azumarill's bubble is a 3-turn move, it feels like it's like a 12-turn move. It is the most clunky 3-turn move in the game, I find. But yeah, it is a 3-turn move, despite it feeling like it takes forever. So I end up getting to the move here. I click the button, but I guess I just overtapped there, or the game didn't allow me to click the button. So they're going to get another through, which is kind of unfortunate. I will get a Ice Beam off to take switch here, which is nice. Out comes the Lantern, and both Licky and Medi are fine against Lantern. But at this point, I was like, I'm so low. I don't know what's in the back yet. It's better just to get this play rough off, go down, and then find out what's in the back. And it is a Talonflame. And the only problem is how fast this thing can ramp up now with Incinerate. So I let the first one go because I'm like, they're probably just going to ramp up. And I'm like, holy crap, these Incinerates are hurting way more than I remember because they got a 5 buff, right? So now it's 5 buff. It's a buffed 5 this season, plus it's a buffed move now. So just thing is just chunking, and they are just going to ramp up an insane amount here. So they're going to be able to farm me down and then come out with multiple moves here, which is not in a good position for me with Medi here. So I got to protect myself against a fly because it's already 2 times boosted. They boost for a 3rd time. So I was like, okay, that's unfortunate. Hopefully this Ice Punch is enough to take it out. It is not. It's not enough to take it out. They come and snipe with Lantern, which I find interesting. But that's a Thunderbolt. That does a lot. So now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have to throw, or else they're going to take me out. Hoping that I can just like counter down the Talonflame. And here, okay, count with me. 1, 2, wait. 1, 2, 3 registering. I thought I just went over this in my last video, and someone correct me if I'm wrong, or there's just this inconsistent game mechanic here. With what was the move? When maybe it's different move lengths which affects it. Because it was Spark Lantern versus a Talonflame, and it was this exact same scenario where it takes 3 sparks to take this Talonflame out, and it only took 1 Incinerate to get to the move. And much like this, so it actually happened the opposite. So the 3rd spark took out the Talonflame, whereas the 3rd counter did not take out the Talonflame. And the argument I made with the 3rd spark taking out the Talonflame before was that the damage for your moves does not register at the end of the move, right? So if it's a 2-turn move, it doesn't register on 2. It registers on like 1.5 or something. Same thing with like 4-turn moves. It doesn't register on the 4. It registers like on the 3. So it doesn't actually register on like the last part of your move. So I thought that's why the 3 sparks are able to take out the Talonflame here, like in the last video I did. But this exact same scenario just played out, and this counter does not take it out, and they get to the move. So I do not understand this game mechanic. I'll probably make a video on it, actually, just be like, because I want to explain this game mechanic, because so if anyone knows why that is, let me know in the comments below, because I have no idea why sometimes 6 turns worth of fast move takes out a Talonflame when they do 5, and sometimes it doesn't. It just doesn't make sense to me. But good lead here. I'm able to just get my Medi on it. I figured that it's probably just makes sense just to farm down, come out with 2 Ice Punches. They're not going to shield anything anyways. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if I get it. I could have got like 1 counter and an Ice Punch through. Not that the counter is going to do a ton of damage. And then Surfetched. And I'm like, okay, Surfetched is interesting. I love it. It's a glass cannon. These leaf blades hurt a lot. But I can't really get into my Lickitung because those counters are going to add up like crazy. So I almost have to just stay in here and then have my Lickitung deal with the Talonflame. So what you're seeing here is I'm like, I got to take 1, see how much it does. Luckily, these counters are resisted. I'll get to another move here. Basically, I'll bubble. I'll force them to throw a Leaf Blade because they won't be able to counter me down because it's resisted. They are farming up a bunch, which is smart on them. But at this point, I'm like, okay, I know they're going to have at least 1 more move, but I can lick down and come out with a Body Slam for the Talonflame. I'll let the first one go, knowing that I can live it, because I am, you know what, tanky, and I am like, where am I going to shield? I'm probably going to shield here, because then the counter damage is going to do too much. And again, they are ramping up, so I know that the Surf Edge is in lick range. Might as well just get this out of here. I do not want to take any more damage here unnecessarily. I just want to get this out of here, and they already dumped their Leaf Blades, so take them out. Dragonair, this matchup is actually, it benefits you for sure, but it's actually quite close because your bubbles are also resisted. So it's just like a Body Slam versus what is a super effective Ice Beam or Play Rough. So it's definitely a Azumarill advantage, but it's not like you destroy it. They try to like catch a Play Rough, I guess, on the Talonflame, which is again very, very risky when I do not throw. I'll live a Fly. I'll live a Brave Bird even probably from this range. Just go. That's fine. I'm gonna shield, farm down, have energy. If the Dragonair comes back in, I'll have basically a move for it. If not, we'll see what comes in and what I can deal with. If it's the Lantern, yeah, I'm still in the Play Rough here, and then I'm gonna get out. There's no way I'm gonna let this farm me down. I'm gonna get into one of the other 2. Yeah, get 1 into the other 2. Take a move, knowing that again, I can take this move. I got Lickitung, which can take some moves, so I do shield. That's fine. Doesn't matter too much. Oh yeah, because they have a. Why did I think that would Talonflame? They do not have a Talonflame. They have a Dragonair. So yeah, that was probably the right shield because this thing's just going to fast move damage you. But have energy, get this Ice Punch. They have to shield. These counters are going to add up, so they need to try and dump their energy and get me out of here. But again, the counters are going to add up, and then just the bulk on. They actually farm me all the way down before I get to move, but the damage is done. And Lickitung's too bulky, right? I'm just abusing the XLs here in these matchups. And it's just like, yeah, you can get to 2 moves and do a bunch of Dragon Breath from a Shadow Dragonair. It does not matter to my Lickitung. Just, yeah. I mean, I worked on this thing for 6 months. I'm definitely putting all its worth out there, getting its use out of it. Okay, Skarmory, same thing as last time. I'll build up to the Hydro. You can wait for them to see if they throw the Brave Bird. I just find that if you're gonna wait till they throw the Brave Bird, it gives them more opportunity to bait. They try to catch on a Wish Cash, which I do not fall for that, which is nice because Power Whip is a one-shot to a Mudboy. These Scalds from the Whiscash, and I went up against a couple Poliwraths today. These Scalds are, they chunk now. Holy smokes. So that 5 more damage and then like 50% chance of lowering your attack. Like, what a good move now. Skarmory comes back in. That's fine. I'm just going to try and go 2 Shield Medi, which, unless it's like a Fairy or something, should generally be fine. I'm going to come in probably a Azumarill to force their energy, right? Just basically using this as a third shield. Goodbye, Brave Bird, that's fine. Counter down, out comes the Shadow Dragonair, right? It is a fast move damage Pokemon, so it's not a bad idea on their part, but it will just to multiply its punch, use my bulk to survive this, and then farm down the Skarmory just with counters. Azumarill against Dragonite. So this is a better lead than Dragonair because they have nothing to throw. Out comes a Lantern, a Water Gun Lantern at that, which is okay. I think I shield. Yeah. Whenever, and it's basically because when you see a fast move damage Pokemon like Dragonite on the lead, you want to be able to, like, the majority of the damage that you're going to take from Dragonite is going to be based on the fast move, like not so much a charge. I know they have superpower which would one shot, but I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about taking like a Thunderbolt, which would put me into the, like, it would have, I mean, I would have been taken out already because they double shielded, but like would have put me deep that they could have just like Dragon Breath down and come out with energy and stuff like that. Tried to get to the Power Whip, could not. That's okay, because what this allows me to do is just use my Medi to come in, counter. I could shield here, could shield a potential Thunderbolt, knowing that I'm so far ahead on energy on the Dragonite. Yeah, so that's not, I don't mind that shield at all, because I'm so far ahead of energy on the Dragonite. The Dragonite comes back in, it's going to get like one shot. So the Dragonite's drawing dead, so it needs to kind of run with whatever's in the back here. If only I had Psychic, this would be a lot closer, but I do not have Psychic. I have Dynamic Punch, so this game is over. Another Skarmory. I saw so many Skarmories on the lead, and it makes sense why Skarmory's on the lead. It's just because, like, if you see like a Lantern or something, you just can't get it like locked in the back. So you use it on the front and then try to, if you get like a bad lead, then you can get it out. Wiggly. So this team has a glaring weakness here in Wiggly. I'm weak to, Azumarill's my only answer to this, and I'm weak to Fairy with Medi, and the half normal typing on the Fairy resists the licks. So this sucks. I did grab both shields, but I think they kind of realized like it was kind of smart on their recognizing that like maybe this Wiggly has a little more play than first thought, and it sort of does. And they come with Skarmory, which again it's smart. They know I'm probably weak to it in the back if I'm coming in Lickitung, which resists the licks. Like the lick is resisted, right? So I let that go because I thought that I could come and get ahead on energy here so I can throw something at the Wiggly, not realizing that they already had a move, plus Dynamic Punch kills me. Plus, like, it's not like I could really come in with Azumarill. Azumarill's already really low anyways. That charm adds up. It is a Charge-Bug in the back, which also Charge-Bug kills Azumarill and Medi counter too, right? So if you want to run Medi, if you want to run this team and abuse XLs, you might want to change Dynamic Punch for Psychic, because Psychic will help you in a lot of matchups, with like Charge-Bug, anything that resists like so like the Charge-Bug there. What else will it help you with? Like Jellicent, but like you already have like Lickitung for the Jellicent. What are the ones that I see a lot of? Not Gligar because you're using the Ice Punch. Like Dynamic Punch is better. Just Psychic allows you to just hit a lot more stuff for neutral. No, you want Dynamic Punch for all the Mud Boys. You want Dynamic Punch for that. Clodsire with the Psychic would be better, but you could just go Ice Punch. Poliwrath is better, super effective, but like, again, you're still okay with Dynamic Punch. So yeah, Jellicent right there. Charge Bug for sure. I guess Dynamic Punch is probably the better move for the majority of this stuff. Sure, Hitmon tops. You'll want to do Psychic, but like, for the most part... Oh, Talonflame. Duh. There it is. Flyers. Flyers that are... flyers that neutralize the Ice Punch, like Talonflame and Pelipper. You would much rather have a Psychic than a non-stab Ice Punch. Those are the matchups where you would much rather have Psychic, just to give you a little more coverage. And then your ghosts are obvious, like Cofagrigus, Jellicent. Yeah. Okay, where are we here? We are chipping the Sableye because I need to put it in counter range for the Medi. This was a good matchup. I remember we both caught. I'm too bad I didn't showcase that one. Because this is my last match where I went 4-1 and got up to 2570. So I'm filming this on Friday night. Even though it's not going up till the 26th, I'm filming this on the 22nd. I have a couple, as you've probably already seen, a couple great leagues. Ask Me Anything. This is going up on the 26th. This afternoon is my algorithm video. So I got the algorithm video, and then we'll do like great leagues, and then I'll try to bank a Do IVs Matter video for maybe the 27th afternoon. Where are we on the calendar here? Yeah, so maybe I'll do like this video on the 26th, and then the algorithm video afternoon, and then I can do a couple more great league teams early with like with a Do IVs Matter video updated in this afternoon. Top teams, league turnover for Great League and Little Cup, and then I'll bring my stuff to film a few Little Cup videos for the Saturday, Sunday. But on Sunday, actually, I have... Maybe I'll put that on the Monday or the Sunday. I'll have my like year-end review that I've done as well. And then I'll be back here on the 1st. So I'll be able to just kind of get back into a somewhat normal routine. Yeah. And then figure out what I want to do. Yeah, I think my opponent blew this because they like basically just let me get to 3 Ice Punches before they can take me out. And now I can just lick all the way down. They're coming in. They're loaded. They can have a couple of body slams, but they did have a couple. I think we just CMP'd there, and I have like a 9 attack, so I think that's generally higher than others because I got a weird lick-a-tongue IV there, and I can just lick down. And I put my phone down because I was getting the dinner out, so this will probably just sit here for like 5 or 6 more seconds before I finally get back. I do promise I get back. There is your 4-1. Click, click, click. Here is like 4 misses of throws in a row. And here is the 2570. So 2570... I was at this team when I looked at the leaderboard today. I was like, what's the leaderboard? What's the bottom at? And the bottom is like 2615. So, like, decent run with this team in the Great League right now. So, there's that. I do not have another team yet. I tried a couple other teams that didn't work. So, I'll try and think of a new one. But I have time because I got so many videos banked. That is it. So, thanks for watching. Yes, I'm abusing XLs. Do XLs matter? They do. Go check out that video maybe tomorrow. And that's it. So I hope you had a good Christmas. And I will see you guys in the next one.